What do you know about ADHD? You might have heard of it as a condition that affects attention and hyperactivity, but is that all there is to it? Let's delve a bit deeper. ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that manifests in a variety of ways and affects people differently. It's a common condition, affecting around 1 in 20 people worldwide, yet it's often misunderstood. Many people associate it simply with overactivity and inattentiveness, but it's so much more than that. The symptoms can extend beyond the realm of attention and activity levels, impacting emotions, behaviors, and how individuals perceive the world around them. It's not a one-size-fits-all condition, it's as unique as the people it affects. So let's challenge our preconceptions and explore the intricacies of ADHD. Because remember, ADHD isn't just about being hyperactive or having a short attention span. It's a complex disorder that affects every aspect of a person's life. So, what makes ADHD ADHD? Let's delve a bit deeper. At the core of ADHD, there are 3 main characteristics: inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. But before we go further, remember, each person with ADHD is unique, and these symptoms can vary considerably. Firstly, inattention. This isn't just about daydreaming during a dull meeting, it's a persistent struggle to stay focused on tasks, especially those that are repetitive or require sustained mental effort. Imagine trying to read a book while an invisible puppeteer keeps yanking your attention elsewhere. That's a glimpse into the world of someone with ADHD. Next, we have hyperactivity. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone with ADHD is constantly bouncing off the walls. It could manifest as restlessness, a need to constantly move, or difficulty sitting still. Picture someone feeling like they're powered by a V8 engine in a world that runs on regular unleaded. Lastly, we have impulsivity. This is the tendency to act on a whim without considering the consequences. It's like having a sports car with a powerful accelerator but a faulty brake system. This can lead to hasty decisions and actions that may later be regretted. However, it's important to remember that these characteristics aren't always negative. The inattention characteristic might also mean that a person with ADHD can think outside the box, bringing fresh and creative ideas to the table. Their hyperactivity might translate into boundless energy and the ability to multitask effectively. And impulsivity, well, it might just mean they're the first to jump into new experiences, leading the way with courage and spontaneity. These characteristics are not just a list of symptoms. They are part of the fabric of a person's life, shaping their experiences, their relationships, and their view of the world. These characteristics make life with ADHD a unique experience, filled with challenges and triumphs alike. But what is it really like to live with ADHD? Hear it from those who know it best. Let's start off with John. He's a software engineer. His head is like a supercomputer with 1,000 tabs open, all vying for his attention. He finds it hard to concentrate on one task, but when he does, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's a problem solver, a creative thinker. He sees patterns and solutions that his colleagues often miss. Then there's Amelia. She's a young mother who finds it hard to keep up with her daily chores. She often forgets where she kept her keys or her phone, which can be frustrating. But on the other hand, her mind is a creative powerhouse. She's always coming up with new games and activities for her kids, turning mundane tasks into exciting adventures. And let's not forget about Sam, a college student. He's often late for his classes, not because he's lazy, but because his mind is always on a roller coaster ride of thoughts and ideas. He struggles with organizing his time and assignments, but when it comes to brainstorming sessions, Sam's unique perspective is often the source of the most innovative ideas. These are just a few examples of what it's like to live with ADHD. It's not just about the challenges, but also about the unique strengths that these individuals possess. Their brains work differently, and that can be a beautiful thing. They see the world from a different angle. They perceive things in a way that others usually don't. It's like they're tuned into a different frequency, picking up signals and ideas that others often miss. They're the dreamers, the innovators, the ones who dare to think outside the box. And yes, they might struggle with certain things, but they also bring a whole new perspective to the table. These stories remind us that ADHD is not a one-size-fits-all disorder. Every individual's experience is unique. ADHD doesn't clock out at 5 p.m. It impacts every aspect of life, from personal relationships to workplace productivity. Let's imagine ADHD as an uninvited guest who overstays their welcome. They're always there meddling with your personal life, from the way you communicate to your ability to focus on tasks. People with ADHD might find themselves frequently interrupting others or missing social cues. They might also have a hard time staying on task, which can lead to unfinished projects and a cluttered living space. This can strain relationships and lead to misunderstandings with loved ones. Now picture that same uninvited guest following you to work. In the workplace, ADHD might manifest as difficulty in meeting deadlines, disorganization, or even trouble following instructions. It's like trying to do your job while juggling flaming torches, not exactly the serene picture of productivity we all aim for. But it's not all doom and gloom. Many people with ADHD are known for their creativity, their ability to think outside the box, and their endless energy. They often have the ability to hyper-focus on tasks they find interesting, which can lead to exceptional results. In the realm of academics, ADHD can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, students with ADHD might struggle with staying focused during lectures or completing assignments on time. On the other, their unique perspective can lead to innovative solutions and creative problem-solving. It's important to remember that ADHD is not a one-size-fits-all condition. It affects each person differently, and its impact can vary greatly from one individual to another. Some might find it a significant obstacle, while others see it as just another facet of their personality. In the end, understanding is key. Recognizing the challenges that come with ADHD and finding effective strategies to manage them can greatly improve an individual's quality of life. ADHD can be a hurdle, but with understanding and the right strategies, it doesn't have to be a roadblock. So how should we interact with individuals who have ADHD? With empathy and understanding. It's important to remember that everyone experiences the world in their own unique way, and that includes people with ADHD. Patience and clear communication are key when interacting with them. Try not to bombard them with too much information at once, as it can be overwhelming. Instead, break down instructions or information into smaller, manageable chunks. This can help them process and retain the information more effectively. Positive reinforcement is also crucial. Praise their achievements, no matter how small they might seem. It not only boosts their self-esteem, but also motivates them to keep trying. Also, don't be quick to judge or make assumptions. ADHD is not a one-size-fits-all condition. Each person with ADHD has their own unique strengths and challenges. So when interacting with individuals with ADHD, patience, understanding, and clear communication go a long way. Remember, understanding and support can make a world of difference. I think ADHD means you can't achieve great things. These famous individuals beg to differ. We've seen actors like Channing Tatum and Emma Watson who've dazzled us on the silver screen, all the while managing their ADHD. And it doesn't stop at Hollywood. In the world of sports, we have the likes of Michael Phelps, an Olympic gold medalist who didn't let ADHD slow his stroke. Business is no exception. Sir Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, has openly spoken about his experience with ADHD, turning perceived weaknesses into entrepreneurial strengths. These individuals, among many others, have shown us that ADHD does not hinder success. It can even fuel creativity, resilience, and the ability to think outside the box. They remind us that ADHD is not a barrier, but a unique aspect of their lives that they've harnessed to achieve remarkable things. ADHD doesn't define a person's potential, it's just a part of who they are. ADHD is more than a diagnosis, it's a different way of experiencing the world. A fascinating journey we've had unraveling the complexities of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. We've delved into its characteristics, the symptoms, the effects it has on the individuals and their families. It's not just a label, but a unique way of interacting with the world, often full of vibrant energy and creative potential. We've heard personal stories, shared the struggles and triumphs, and learned about the impact it has on personal and professional life. These narratives underscore the importance of understanding and empathy. ADHD doesn't define a person, it's simply one aspect of their identity. We've also celebrated the achievements of famous individuals with ADHD, proving that it can be a source of strength and creativity. However, we must remember, everyone's experience with ADHD is unique. With understanding and acceptance, we can make the world a more inclusive place for everyone, including those with ADHD.